Oh, he's absolutely got a dream to be a professional ball player, and he's got his eye on that goal and is very determined to get there.
It's my dream. It's my dream to play in the ABL.
I mean, it's a great experience, knowing you're playing against the best under 14 baseballers in the country, and it's a great feeling.
You can never say never. You just got to keep playing each game as it comes.
I'm very, very proud of the boys because I don't think there's any club that we're playing against that we can't hold our heads up.
I think we're right up there. We've got the potential to be in the top leaders of the tournament. Yeah.
And I'm hoping that by what we do here, this tournament, we can show not just the other states but the kids that ACT baseball is as good as any in the country.
There's some amazing young kids out here. I mean, I must admit, you look at some of these kids and we're at an under 14s Nationals tournament and wow, they're playing well above their years from what I've seen. I mean, even some of the kids in our own side, you know, are very talented individuals, a good bunch of kids, and I think they're going to learn an awful lot of this out of this tournament and just some of those life skills.
I think it's only going to get bigger. It's the Australian Baseball League and the Cavalry in Canberra, of course, have done a fantastic job of promoting the game, and lots of people are coming down that have never been interested before and getting a passion for the sport, which I think means that it's just going to go great guns.
It's great for the boys to come together, even from club all the way through, and excel at a sport that's known right around the world.
We have tournaments to help promote baseball in Australia. We have that sort of level now. You know, Australian guys go to college, but this is sort of like the grassroots. Under 14s is where these future stars come to play and want to do their best and show off their skills right now.
Well, I think a national tournament is important for our kids to be able to play at a very high level and give them experience about playing some tournament ball. Locally at our club level, you don't get those sort of opportunities. So giving that opportunity to get to the level and play it against other states is something that makes them pretty proud. It also gives them opportunities to, as they get into the under 16s and under 18s, that the scouts from America come out and have a look at our kids. Gives an opportunity to potentially be signed in America, get over there, play some college ball, and then hopefully one day they can come back and play in the ABL and make it an even stronger competition.
I think it's a great opportunity for the kids to see how well they're doing against others across Australia, and we have a fairly small environment here in Canberra, and so they don't get to see the level that the others play at, and to realise that they are actually at that level.
I think the talent in the ACT team has been probably the best they've had so far. Based on the wins that they've come up against, they've improved sequentially each game, so they've had a good result.
Just getting all these kids together, showing them what baseball's all about, bring them out to the ballpark and let them have some fun.
So yeah, I think for baseball it's a good stepping stone. The biggest challenge is that the kids realise that there's still a pathway ahead of them.
It was competitive.
I mean, we all come from different clubs, and we came together this tournament. Most of the boys were at Little League, so it helped knowing each other.
There's a stability to baseball now instead of the peaks and troughs, and there's a lot more. We always had our stars, but I now think there's a lot more kids behind that that are good baseballers.
Love it. Would do it for my kid every day, and it gives him great opportunities to get out here and hopefully shine.
The facilities are excellent. I've had a number of parents from the other teams come up to me and say how fantastic and how they wish they had a ballpark like ours, so I think that's great.
I think the coaching's great. I think I couldn't ask for a better set of coaches. It was great. They all had different skills, and together it was great.
Yeah, I like the coaches very much. They're informative and playful sometimes.
Highly respect the guys that have taken the boys this year.
Coaches were good. They knew what they were doing and they know how to play baseball. And
The ability to coach is only as good as the people around you, and I've been really pleased with my coaching staff, that we still have some things to learn. We don't always get to choose each other, and they might say the same, but it's been the parents and the volunteers that have actually brought some camaraderie, and that was here before I got here. I'm just really pleased that I've been allowed to tap into that. So my job as a head coach is to try and get the best out of the kids, but also the best out of my coaches, so that if something goes wrong, we don't say the obvious. We actually have a strategy for the kids to improve on as they go through the game. So my goal at the start of the tournament was to make them 50% better players and 50% better young men, and so far we're on track.
Each team needs so many coaches because there's so many different aspects of the game that need to be looked at. You know, there's specialisations within each part of the game, but you know, the head coach obviously has their role as being the coordinator and strategist, but then you've got your assistants that go along and allow him to do his job, but each player still gets that one-on-one time for their own improvement.
These tournaments show really how good they stack up against other teams. I mean, this year, you know, Mark Zhang swung out of his pants, you know, just destroying opposition pitchers. Then you got, you know, Mr. Jake Green, you know, pitching lights out, doing his job, you know, showing them that they can compete at that level. They can, you know, move further on if they apply themselves, you know, ability. Just use that natural talent, work on it, refine it, and come back, you know, even stronger the next time round. Oh, it makes me feel great. I mean, it makes me feel like I've done my job correctly. I just try and go out there and just show them, you know, this is the way we should be playing, this is what we should be doing, and if you don't, that's all, you know, you need to do. Just go out there and just have some respect for the game, and, you know, just try your hardest every time.
And if something goes wrong, you just reset and go again. That's what I like about baseball. But our catch cry for this tournament has been go hard or go home, to swing the bats.
You still need to work together as a team to get some of those tough plays.
I think all the boys have learnt heaps with more in-depth plays and striving to be better ball players.
And I think it's been good for the ACT to move into the Cavalry rivalry.
I like the look of them, they're stylish.
But I think there's a lot of prestige and recognition of the brands.
And you can see that you're actually part of a national team.
So far, memorable is just the way the guys are going around their baseball. I haven't been concerned about wins and losses, but I've just been pleased to see them hit the ball and see their faces light up when they realise they can compete with anyone. Look, I think for me it was when we got our first run across the plate and just turning to see the kids and them sort of realising what they'd done. And then when they got the second one, starting to realise that we can do more of this. I was particularly pleased for our pitchers. A memorable moment was Lockie Seidel getting a strike in the second game, I think, up on the main field. I was like, yes!
Throwing the first pitch of the tournament was an honour.
Oh, the Grand Slam was pretty cool.
Everyone wants to hit it over the fence.
And just swung. And then I couldn't actually believe it was real for a moment.
For me, it was the perfect bunt.
The third win yesterday, that was when everybody in the fort, in the actual stadium itself, got up and was just cheering when we realised that we were fighting back, and it was yeah, that was the main pinnacle, was the win in the main stadium for sure, and the boys as well too. They needed that, and yeah, it was very much I think the best time for them. It makes you feel, yeah, special. Of course, it's your son or on the actual field that's done it, not just for the team. As
a parent, you feel quite proud seeing your son do some good quality achievements.
One of the greatest games was that one against Country New South Wales at night.
We were playing under lights and we were playing at the same time as the Cavalry. We were all excited and we were pumped.
We were just all into it, just all of us up on the fence, screaming out all our players' names. My voice was gone after that game.
We all just came together that night and played a good game of baseball.
Everything's like really tense, lots of pressure, and it was really loud, especially when I went up to bat.
When he made that throw, it was a really good feeling, just knowing that was our 4th win. Running out with all my teammates, seeing everyone cheering, looking back at the fans, and tackling Alex, who made the play. It was an amazing feeling. It made me feel great. It's really good to get wins like that, close games, pull ahead and win.
I think the whole team played well together as a team.
And it was a good experience.
I mean, stuff like that just blows me away.
I think everyone should have that feeling once in this tournament. And I think we all did that. So I think we should all be proud of ourselves for having a good moment.
Be that team that everyone sort of goes, okay, they can play with us. We better be careful.
They said 49. I'm like, oh my god, that's me. I can't believe it. I was the only one out of the whole tournament just to receive the award. It felt really cool because I really didn't think I could get it, because just seeing the competition this year, it was really good. It felt great just to get it out of everyone else. I got nominated because after every game, the coaches from the other team would select one person who think they contributed the best to the team on and off the field, and I apparently got the most votes out of the whole tournament. Yeah.
Get involved with your local club. Come down, give it a crack. You don't have to go out and buy $1 gazillion worth of gear. Just an old glove, some interest, and a bat. We can provide the rest. We'll run it. So if someone's going to get involved, I'd just say, come try. Don't worry about throwing the hardest or running the fastest, or some of that testing stuff. Like, kids love it, but that's not what it's truly about.
It's just such a great team sport. They're all out there and having a wonderful time. And as a parent watching it, it's a fast-moving game. There's always something to watch. You don't feel like you're just sitting around for the day doing nothing.
And I think part of it is just the enjoyment of the game.
I play baseball because it's a good team sport to play. I mean,
Having fun with your friends and just enjoying it.
Keep good at it, keep on going. Try your best, don't give up. Do your best.
As long as you're enjoying yourself, that's what it's all about.
I'd just say come out and try it. I'm guaranteed they'll come back.
Hey!